All right, future spelling champs, welcome. In this training session, we're going to dive into 5 key words that could pop up when you're on that stage. It's time to get focused. Let's do this.
Now, I want you to know, these aren't just random words I pulled out of a hat. No, these come straight from the official 2025-2026 Scripps National Spelling Bee Study List. This is the real deal, so you can be sure you're studying exactly what you need to know to get that edge.
So here are our 5 challenge words for today: hesitate, scorcher, scavenger, fragments, and deflated. For each one, we're going to break down the definition, drill the spelling so it becomes second nature, and then see it in a sentence to really make it stick. Let's jump into our first word.
First up, hesitate. This just means to pause or wait before doing something, usually because you're not sure or you're a little nervous. You know that feeling, right? That little moment of doubt? A common trip up here is that S can sound like a Z. So the goal is to spell it with zero hesitation.
Okay, let's lock this spelling in. Ready? H-E-S-I-T-A-T-E. Let's do that again. H-E-S-I-T-A-T-E. And one more time, just to make sure it's burned into your memory. H-E-S-I-T-A-T-E.
And here's how you'd see it in the wild. She didn't hesitate when they asked for volunteers. See? That shows total confidence, no pause at all. Seeing it in action really helps it click.
Our next word is a great one, scorcher. It's pretty simple. It just means a really, really hot day. A good way to remember this one is to picture the sun scorching the ground. That's a scorcher for you.
Now let's get the spelling down. Make sure you remember that CH right in the middle. Here we go. S-C-O-R-C-H-E-R. Again, S-C-O-R-C-H-E-R. And one last time. S-C-O-R-C-H-E-R. Got it?
And here's a sentence that kind of makes you feel the heat just reading it. Yesterday was a real scorcher. The temperature hit 100 degrees. You can almost feel it, right? That's what makes this such a great example. Okay, word number 3 is scavenger. This is any animal, or even a person, that searches for and eats leftover or thrown away food. You know, like raccoons or vultures. They're basically nature's little cleanup crew.
The spelling on this one can be a bit tricky, so let's focus on the vowels to help us remember. It goes A, then E, then another E. Ready? S-C-A-V-E-N-G-E-R. Let's do that again. S-C-A-V-E-N-G-E-R. And one last time, let's commit it to memory. S-C-A-V-E-N-G-E-R. Here's a perfect example, and one a lot of us can probably picture. The raccoon is a clever scavenger that often visits our trash cans at night. That image makes the word so much easier to remember. Our fourth word is fragments. This one's pretty straightforward. It just means small, broken pieces of something that used to be whole. You know, like the little bits of a shattered glass or a torn-up piece of paper.
Let's nail the spelling down. It's spelled pretty much how it sounds, but you know the drill. Repetition is everything. F-R-A-G-M-E-N-T-S. Let's do it again. F-R-A-G-M-E-N-T-S. And one more time to build that muscle memory. F-R-A-G-M-E-N-T-S.
This sentence paints such a clear picture. After he dropped the vase, he could only find tiny fragments of glass on the floor. You can almost see those little shiny pieces, right? That's why context is so powerful.
All right, our last word of the day is deflated. What's cool about this one is that it has 2 common meanings. It can be literal, like a balloon that's lost all its air, or it can be about a feeling, like losing your confidence or excitement. It's super important to know both. Let's wrap up our spelling drills with this one. Feeling confident? D-E-F-L-A-T-E-D. Again, please. D-E-F-L-A-T-E-D. And one last time to show you've got it down. D-E-F-L-A-T-E-D. Now let's look at that emotional side of the word. He felt deflated after learning he didn't make the team. Just imagine that sinking feeling, like the air going out of a tire. That's a really powerful way to remember what it means.
Okay, you've put in the work. You've drilled the words. Now it's time to put it all to the test. So, are you ready for the final lightning round? Let's see what you've learned.
First one up, spell the word that means to pause because you are unsure. Take a second. That's right, it's hesitate. Hesitate. Okay, next. Spell the word for a very hot day. You got it. Scorcher. Scorcher.
Number 3. What's the word that means an animal that searches for leftover food? The answer is scavenger. Scavenger.
All right, here's the next one. Spell the word for small broken pieces. Correct, it's fragments. Fragments. And for our final challenge, spell the word that means having lost confidence or excitement. Yes, that's deflated. Deflated. Awesome job. And just like that, you've added 5 tough, championship-level words to your spelling arsenal. Seriously, great work. You've mastered these, so the only question left is, what word are you going to conquer next? Keep up the practice, and I'll see you at the next training session.